Only thing left to do right now is I had that load that I loaded up before. We're going to dump it with the dump truck.
What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're continuing on our journey to dig out the paver trench around the perimeter of the construction site. I pick up where we left off from the last video where we broke up a ton of dirt, so now we'll start hauling it out of there with the dump truck and piling it up for later. So if you haven't seen that one, definitely go check it out. We make a ton of progress in that video. As you can see, the dump truck has pretty rough terrain to travel over right now because our road up there has gotten a little uneven from the loads of material being brought up. For this, we'll bring out the bulldozer, and you'll see what it can do with a little extra weight. You're not going to want to miss that. I got some pretty sweet shots of the bulldozer putting in work. Lastly, the weeds have gone unchecked and gotten a bit out of control, so I've thrown in a little bonus homemade weed killer side quest that I went on and show you how the weeds went from taking over the job site to completely dead and ready to be ripped up.
And I was just kidding when I said that was the last thing I was going to do, because the second thing I need to do right now is to spray my weed killer. I've got this weed killer here. This is a mix of vinegar, salt, and dish soap. So we're going to pump it up and see if we can't get rid of some of these weeds. It's all part of the job as the construction site grows. You got to keep the weeds down to a minimum so we don't deal with them all the time. It's already pretty annoying. Get some garbage. Basically anything that's green. I'm going to spray with this and hopefully it will go away. I think we're probably about good. I have no idea if this will work. Hopefully it does. It'll make it a little easier to dig out. It'll make it a little easier to dig out these roots when the plants are dead. They're not actively. So I don't know. My research has showed that you're supposed to do this on a hot day. Today is not hot. It is cold. But at the same time, does it matter? I don't know. We'll find out.
A few moments later.
I don't know if y'all can tell, but everything's looking a little less green and a little more wilted today after spraying that homemade weed killer. We'll see how it does.
A few moments later.
Also, I got another update on the weed killer. It's doing a great job. Check that out. All these plants were green and growing, and now they're all starting to die. Even along here. Those are all wilted and going away. These are not looking good. So, we got a couple sprouts that are still hanging in there, but for the most part, it looks pretty good from where I sprayed.
As you can see, the homemade weed killer has done a pretty good job. Everywhere I sprayed, with a few exceptions, are now dead. We had a few days of really cold weather down here in Florida in the mid-20s, which likely helped kill off most of these plants. I'm rather impressed with this stuff and definitely will be using it again.
So if you want the recipe to that homemade weed killer, let me know. I'll give it to you.
gonna cheat a little and get out the broom.
Sometimes you can't really see what you're doing, can you? Well, that's that.